Hello, friends, and thank you for joining me for another short talk. And friends, today I wanted to chime in on this whole Ger Noahide war going on, and being someone that is typically attacked by both sides, I think I could give you the most unique perspective of all. And if you don't know what I'm speaking about, there's currently a war between David Katz's Noahide Ger movement, which I've always referred to as Karaite Noahidism, and the other mainstream Noahide groups. Now, you must understand that this letter, or the letter that was formulated by these apparently unknown rabbis, view David Katz not just as an enemy, but as an opponent and threat to the work that they also do in the same field that David Katz is in, which is at least one reason why that letter really should carry no weight at all. Actually, irrelevant letters like this are plastered all over neighborhoods like Geula, Meir Sharem, and really are virtually never taken seriously by anyone, unless of course it's endorsed by a big gadol or a reputable sage. No, friends, the reason they even bothered to write such a letter is to make this case sound even more serious than it really is, mainly to people who don't know anything about how these letters work, i.e. non-Jews. And knowing these rabbis from their other Facebook posts, I would also say that they themselves have been as creative and as innovative in forming modern day Noahidism into a religion just as much, if not more, than David Katz has done. And I think that because they have a vested interest in the people that Mr. Katz attempts to lead, that alone really should make them puzzle Adam unreliable witnesses to this whole ordeal. And I honestly think that the main reason or the main problem they have with David Katz is that he and his people have been more successful in building his new religion than they have theirs. Now, yes, the rabbis who signed that Kol Koreh, that letter, also erroneously offer Noahidism as an alternative to Judaism, and also go above and beyond what the Rambam laid down for what a regular Noahide is supposed to aspire to. Right? The difference, in my opinion, is that everyone in the Jewish world knows that these rabbis, that they don't really believe in what they teach their Noahides to follow. And I believe that David Katz does, which is why no one is challenging Katz on his key doctrinal issues, but rather they're just calling him names. Now, whenever I disagreed with David Katz, I would only confront him in areas that I believed were flawed in his understanding or explaining of rabbinic sources. And yes, he never showed me or others the same courtesy, right? Others that he disagreed with, which is another reason why they're ganging up on him now, which, if you didn't know already, is the way rabbis unfortunately fight in the rabbinic world. It's very childish. Instead of offering some constructive criticism and allowing David Katz to possibly respond, and hey, who knows, maybe he may even change his ways, right? Which is, if you've seen in any of my videos, you know I'm a big fan of the whole notion of dialogue, of rabbis talking or leaders talking amongst themselves, talking things out. And you know what, if something or if things turn ugly, right, we're still fighting with just ideas instead of name calling. The truth is that the main reason any of these rabbis want control of the Noahide world is that they want your money. Mainly because the Jewish Gentile movements are the most profitable movements in the Jewish world. Mainly because outside of Christian support for Israel, it's the only way to get Gentile money into Jewish pockets. Religiously. Not to mention that they're run by people who typically never amounted to much in the yeshivish world anyways. So friends, if you're hearing me today and you belong to any of these groups, I'm here to tell you to stop wasting your time and just go ahead and convert to Judaism. And if you can't convert for whatever reason, live like a Gentile who's on a path to conversion. Friends, the truth is that you are doing yourself and your family a huge disservice, leading them into a movement which has no structure, right? You have nowhere to congregate. You have no book to pray from. You have no specific part of the Bible that relates to you, right? Who are your kids going to marry? What schools are they going to go to? What holidays do you celebrate? Right? Which is why virtually any Noahide I've ever met has either converted to Judaism or dropped ethical monotheism altogether. Friends, for more information about everything Jewish, please visit bejewish.org. Thank you.